Hi, I'm William Brinkman. I'm a web content producer and marketing associate with Cryptozoic Entertainment. We are the home of the World of Warcraft trading card game. We were founded in 2010, and our #1 goal that year was to make sure that the World of Warcraft trading card game was up and running and servicing the fans. Our second year here, we've spent putting out board games and other hobby games trying to get into that space, as well as having a digital game launch as well. So we put out our first original IP, which is Food Fight. It's based on the wacky packages and parody stuff that came out of the 70s and 80s. And so you have characters like Crunche Taco, you have Grilled Cheesus, and you'll have these food mascots, and they're fighting over who has control over breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you're able to play all these, like, you know, very zany, wacky, like tongue-in-cheek, funny characters, and you're just fighting over stuff like that. And like, we put that out at Gen Con. Very successful game, so we're putting out a digital version hopefully by the end of the year, and so players will be able to play on iOS, being able to battle people, being able to see exclusive content, build out more of the story about what's going on in the food world. And then in 3 days for to support the brick and mortar hobby stores and, you know, actual people who are playing in real life, we have the Walking Dead board game that's based on the hit AMC television show. As anyone who follows television knows, that like their ratings were through the roof for that new episode of the second season, 7.2 million viewers, I think. So it's going to be very popular. And then we're also doing the Penny Arcade board game. And it's Penny Arcade, the game Gamers vs. Evil. It's a deck building game that also comes out on Tuesday, October 25th. And so players will be able to play as one of the Penny Arcade characters, Gabe, Tycho, and then they'll be able to build their deck from either the good cards, the green cards, the gamer cards, or the evil cards, the red cards. And there's bosses, so you'll be able to fight Cardboard Tube Samurai and be able to get this one of unique card, as opposed to, you know, just the piles of deck building cards where you're able to just keep on getting from the pile. And then you'll also be able to fight the evil boss as well, as like Dark Tycho's one of the evil bosses, Satan's one of the evil bosses, and you're able to get these cards that are from the comics and being able to get these extra powers. So you'll always be able to experience something new with that. And then recently, this week, we announced that we're partnering with IDW Publishing to be able to do the Lock and Key board game as well, which is another card-based game where you'll be presented conflicts, and you'll be able to use your cards as resources to be able to solve those puzzles and then be able to get points that way. And then we're also releasing Epic Spell Wars, War of the Battle Wizards, Battle of Mount Doomfire, that's F-Y-R-E. And this is again like very much like Food Fight, where it's quite zany, wacky. You have these, you basically create a spell. There is a source, a quality, and a delivery, and you put these 3 cards together, and that's your spell. So you'll have like a meteor swarm, but instead of like meteor swarm, it's M-E-A-T-I-E-R. And then you'll see like this ground beef going through a guy. So it's really fun. You're able to like obviously kind of just concoct spells however you want. Everything doesn't have to match, you know. And so each time you draw like your hand, you're like, oh, I can do this, this, or this, and you can definitely think outside the box as far as like trying to get the perfect mix of spells and abilities going on there. So that's what we have that's not related to the World of Warcraft TCG, coming out later this year and then early into 2012.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Thank you.